Welcome to Bollywood Deep Dive from IndiaReview.com, your daily Bollywood news. Let's get into it.
Okay, let's start with the man of the moment, the man of the year, really, Ranveer Singh.
There is no other place to start. His film Durandar has done, what are the numbers now? Over 1,300 crore worldwide?
It's just staggering. It feels like we're adding another 100 crore every time we talk about it. And now he's come out and called it, quote, the biggest Indian movie of all time.
I mean, is he wrong?
At this point, the numbers are kind of backing him up.
It's a huge, huge statement, but what a year for him.
It is, but the timing of this statement is so interesting, isn't it? Because the headline puts it right next to the ongoing, what they're calling, the Dawn 3 controversy.
Exactly. It doesn't feel like a coincidence. It feels like he's not just celebrating his massive success, he's also planting a flag. A very big, very shiny 1,300 crore flag. A flag made of box office receipts. It's like, while there's all this chatter and noise happening over here about his next big franchise role, he's over there going, excuse me, do you see this thing I just did? The biggest thing ever? Let's maybe focus on that. It's a power move, pure and simple. And honestly, good for him. When you deliver a hit of that magnitude, you've earned the right to be a little boastful. You've earned the right to control your own narrative. And the narrative for the whole industry seems to be on an upswing because of films like Durandar. The first half of 2026 is looking really strong. Oh, incredibly strong. One report says the box office collections for June soared nearly 72% from May. That is a massive jump. That is not a small number. And it's thanks to films like Cocktail 2, which was the biggest contributor in June. And another one we have to talk about, Welcome to the Jungle. Yes, Akshay Kumar's big ensemble comedy. It's now the 5th highest grossing Bollywood film of 2026. It's crossed the 125 crore mark at the worldwide box office. It feels so good to see a big, fun comedy do well. We've had a lot of intense action and drama, which is great. But sometimes you just need that madcap energy. And it's a great result for Akshay Kumar and the whole team. That cast is enormous. You need a film to do well just to cover the salary costs, I imagine. Just to pay for everyone's trailers. But seriously, this and the success of Durandar 2, Border 2, it feels like the box office is properly booming again. It's not just one or two films carrying the load. It's a more sustained momentum, which is what the industry has been waiting for. But that also brings its own kind of pressure, especially for the big films coming up.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I'm thinking of a certain spy universe.
Me too. Alpha, releasing tomorrow. The pressure on Alia Bhatt and Shivari must be immense.
It's not just the pressure of a big new film, it's the pressure of an entire universe. The headline is literally about how it needs to make 70.33 crore to unleash a major milestone for the YRF spy universe.
No pressure, ladies. Just the fate of a multi-billion rupee cinematic universe resting on your shoulders. Enjoy your premiere.
It's wild, right? It's not enough to be a good movie anymore. It has to be a good movie that also hits a very specific pre-calculated financial target to justify the existence of 3 other future movies. It's the new reality of franchise filmmaking. I'm so excited for it, though. The idea of a female-led spy film on that scale with those two is fantastic. I just hope people can go in and enjoy it for what it is, and not just as an entry in a ledger book. I think they will. The buzz is really strong. But it does show you the kind of scrutiny these big projects are under. It's not just about the film, it's about the brand.
And speaking of intense, completely over-the-top scrutiny, can we please talk about Anushka Sharma's dress?
Oh, please, let's. This is my favorite kind of story because it is so wonderfully absurd.
She's at Lord's Cricket Ground with Virat Kohli, looking lovely, wearing a blue summer dress. The end. That should be the entire story.
But it is not. Instead, it sparked a debate online. A debate about a dress.
And the best part is that someone, Sophie Dalwan, posted a picture and tried to explain something about it, and her explanation apparently just confused people even more.
I love that. I love when the attempt to clarify just makes everything murkier. What could possibly need explaining about a blue dress? Was it a different color in another light? Was it an optical illusion?
Was it secretly a complex political statement that we all missed? It's just a perfect example of how celebrity life gets dissected to a microscopic degree. She was just trying to enjoy a day out.
The poor woman can't even wear a color without it becoming a week-long news cycle. It puts other celebrity social media moments into perspective.
Like Kangana Ranaut on Lock Up 2. Now that was a moment designed for headlines.
Oh, completely. telling a contestant, Dheeraj Dupar, "You don't even have the S of Shah Rukh Khan in you." That is a line crafted for maximum impact.
You can't deny she knows how to create a viral clip. It's tense, it's dramatic, it's exactly what that kind of reality show thrives on.
It's a whole different kind of performance, isn't it? The performance of being a reality show host and judge.
It is. And then you have the other side of the social media coin, with Richa Chadha defending Dia Mirza.
Right. Dia got a lot of heat for a comment her 5-year-old son made, and Richa stepped in to say, essentially, this is why actors are scared to speak up about anything.
And she has a point. It's this constant barrage, whether it's about your dress, your reality show persona, or a story you tell about your child. The line between public figure and private person has just completely evaporated.
It feels like everyone is just walking through a minefield. Meanwhile, the industry machine just keeps churning out stories from behind the scenes that are almost more dramatic than what's on screen.
You have to be talking about the Ramayana VFX situation.
I am 100% talking about the Ramayana VFX situation. The idea that the makers might have intentionally released unfinished visual effects, my mind is blown.
A content creator who visited the set claimed they had better versions of the scenes and that the ones that got out were deliberately less than perfect.
So what's the strategy there? To lower expectations so that the final product looks even more amazing in comparison?
That's one theory. The other is that it's a way to generate buzz. Get everyone talking about how it looks, get the memes flowing, create a massive online conversation. In today's market, any buzz is good buzz.
That is some 4D chess level marketing right there. Our special effects are so good, we're going to show you some bad ones first just to make a point. It's either genius or madness.
I'm not sure which, but it definitely got everyone talking, so mission accomplished?
I guess so. It's as confusing as the explanation for Anushka's dress. Meanwhile, you have other kinds of behind-the-scenes drama, like Santosh Narayanan suddenly leaving Samantha Ruth Prabhu's film, Ma Inti Bangaram.
Yes, right in the middle of final post-production. That's a tough spot for a film to be in. It always makes you wonder what really happened.
They always cite creative differences, which is the great catch-all term for we are absolutely not on the same page and someone had to go.
It's such a shame when it happens so late in the game. You hope they can sort it out without compromising the film.
Well, on a much more positive and less dramatic behind-the-scenes note, did you see what Rajkumar Hirani said about Ranveer Kapoor?
Oh, I loved this. That while shooting Sanju, Ranveer had no entourage, no army of people following him around. Hirani said they didn't even know who his manager was. Isn't that incredible? In an industry that is so famous for its entourages, for the sheer number of people that travel with a star, it speaks volumes about his professionalism. It really does. Just showing up, doing the work, and being directly accessible to your director. It feels like a throwback in the best possible way. It's about the craft, not the celebrity circus.
And speaking of the economics of the celebrity circus, this brings us to Shraddha Kapoor.
Oh, the paycheck.
The paycheck. Reportedly tripling her fee to 15 crore for the Vitabai Naryangankar biopic, Ita. And this is coming off the massive success of Street 2. This is what we talk about when we talk about star power. You deliver a monster hit and your value skyrockets. Absolutely. It's her saying, I am a box office draw. I can open a film, and this is my price. And in a female-centric biopic, that's a powerful statement to make. Good for her. It really is. She's getting paid what her male counterparts with similar track records would get. It's a sign of progress. Now, from salaries to real estate, did you see Akshay Kumar sold 2 of his apartments? Yes, for 12.38 crores. I always find these little tidbits so interesting. It's like a little peek into their investment portfolios. A 38% return after 9 years? Not bad at all. He's as good at property as he is at comedy, apparently.
A man of many talents. But looking ahead, the release calendar is getting just as crowded as the Mumbai property market. The clashes are lining up. The big one is the potential Dussehra clash. Chiranjeevi's fantasy epic Vishwambara is apparently targeting an October 16th release, which would put it in direct competition with Rajinikanth's Jailer 2. Oh my, that is a showdown of titans, an absolute monster clash in the South that will have ripples across the entire country. You could not pick 2 bigger stars to go head-to-head. I almost hope it doesn't happen just so both films get the space they deserve. But if it does, wow, that's going to be a fascinating box office battle to watch. And there are other big releases trying to find their window, like Vijay's Jananayagan. That one has had such a journey. stalled by an internal complaint, piracy leaks, a political row, and now it's finally nearing clearance from the censor board for a late July release. You just root for a film like that to finally make it to the screen after going through so much. It's a miracle any film gets made, honestly. It really is. Then you have films that have had their theatrical run and are now heading to streaming, like Ram Charan and Janvi Kapoor's sports drama Peddi. That's heading to Netflix. It's the new life cycle of a film. Theatrical run, and then a second life on an OTT platform, where a whole new audience can discover it.
And you see a lot of films being planned with that in mind. Shahid Kapoor is apparently starting a new comedy in October with Amit Ravindranath Sharma called Adal Badal, possibly with Janvi Kapoor.
Ooh, that sounds like a fun pairing. I like them both. And you have Ayush Sharma shooting his next film, tentatively titled Kashi, in Varanasi. The wheels are always turning.
They never stop. And it's so important to remember it's not just Bollywood. The headlines this week have roundups of the box office for Tollywood, Collywood, Mollywood, the Punjabi film industry.
It's a great reminder of the sheer scale and diversity of Indian cinema. There are massive hits and huge stars in every single one of those industries, all telling their own unique stories. And getting global recognition for it, like S.S. Rajamouli being honored in France. Yes, the Juliet 2026 honor, getting his name permanently on the wall of filmmakers at the Institut Lumière. That is such a huge deal. It's incredible. They screened Iga and RRR. It just shows how his work has transcended language and borders and is being celebrated on the world stage as great cinema, period. It's a proud moment for all of Indian cinema, from a director getting his due in France to a veteran actress like Shabana Azmi sharing beautiful memories of her mentor, Vijaya Mehta. I saw that. She was talking about how Vijaya Mehta would always mess up punchlines in plays, but her recovery and her presence were so magical that those became the most unforgettable moments. What a lovely story. It's a reminder of the legends who built the foundations of the industry. Absolutely. And you have these other great little anecdotes, like Amitabh Bachchan admitting that during the filming of Hum, a young fan wanted Govinda's autograph instead of his. That's amazing. And he told the story with such grace, just acknowledging that at that moment, Govinda's star was shining so brightly, and he was happy to see it. It's that kind of humility and perspective that makes them legends. Vijay's son, Jason Sanjay, also shared a funny story about thinking he was being kidnapped as a kid, but it just turned out to be an overeager fan. Oh my goodness, that must have been terrifying at the time, but it's a hilarious story in hindsight. The price of being a superstar son. It's all part of this incredible, chaotic, and wonderful world of cinema we love to cover, from box office battles to fashion debates to heartfelt memories. Never a dull day. Never. Headlines se heartbeat stuck. You've been listening to Bollywood Deep Dive from IndiaReview.com. Come back tomorrow. Namaste.